Alright, suckers. Tonight we're going to do real quick ribs. See, ribs. There's only two ways to cook ribs. There is smoking them, which is the preferred method of doing it. Then there is grilling them. Some people who are complete ass clowns that don't know better will boil them. Those people should be murdered. Not assassinated or like nice, but like beaten with blunt objects because they suck. Some people will grill the ribs and then finish them off in the oven. I think that's kind of stupid. Let's do it on a grill. The first step to good ribs, though, is you turn them over on the back. You will see there's a fatty, weird thing here. That's called a membrane. People who know what they're doing will remove this membrane. Sometimes you can peel it off easily like that. Sometimes you have to get a knife and get under there and do it. But the first step is you take that off. If you have not marinated them, first step is putting oil on them. Now you can use olive oil, or I'm using my happy, wonderful canola oil, which is pretty healthy, like olive oil. It gets the job done. And you put spice on there. You don't really need salt because pork already is generally flavored with tons of salt anyway. This has there it goes, 160, you can't really see that, but it's 160 milligrams of sodium, which isn't as much as usual. Sometimes, like on bacon, it's just like obscene the amount of sodium they put in there. So you can put some salt on there if you want. Pepper. Generally you want to get a like a rub, a butt rub will be good if you have such a thing. I have Famous Dave's rib rub here. Famous Dave's is a great barbecue place. It's my favorite barbecue chain in the world. If you ever get a chance to eat there, highly recommended. Alright. Then other spices if you want. A little basil. Basically, if it tastes good, it will taste good on here. A little paprika. The meaty side is the part with the most meat. That's the part you really want to put the most time into flavoring. And personally, what I do when I first put it on the fire, I put this side down, the meaty part, and leave that there for a while. Make sure it gets cooked, and then come back 15, 20, 30 minutes later, flip it onto the back side, because the back side has less meat and has more bone, and you want the bone to burn. If it burns, you'd rather have the bone burn than the meat. So that's what I do. And you will know that the ribs are done when you cut into them and they are flavored, or they look the way you want them to look. But also the bones, you can't really see them, but you know they're there. The meat as it cooks will shrink and you'll see the bones. You want the bone being a little bit poking out more than the meat. When that is done, you will know that the meat and the ribs are ready to be eaten. Now, if you have succeeded in your cooking of the ribs, you will have something that looks like this. Of course, this was cut in half. There's the other half. Then you'll want to take the ribs and cut them into smaller, manageable pieces, and then eat them. Ribs. But before eating the ribs, you will probably want to put some sauce on them. I would recommend Cattleman's brand. There is Cattleman's Classic. It's delicious. Cattleman's Carolina Tingy Gold, which is okay. It's a mustardy kind of stuff. Then you have the honey. It's pretty much the same thing as Classic, with some extra sweetness in it. Personally, I prefer the Classic. Smother your ribs in barbecue sauce as you would like. And then proceed to eat them. That is all. Enjoy your ribs, biatches.
I'm good with the left, but it's good night with the right. Yeah, man, I'm so famished that I am starving. My mad dog is slobbing. It's time to put my order in. You can see my hunger pain. You can hear my stomach growl as if I'm getting skinny, like I ain't eating in a while. That's why
my ribs is touching. I'm hungry. I gotta get something. My ribs is touching. I'm hungry. I gotta get something. My ribs is touching. I'm hungry. I gotta get something.